Dear students, very good morning to all of you. I hope you all are in fine health and you are taking care of yourselves and you are revising your day to day work. So, dear students, on Saturday we completed the revision of fifth chapter, that is law. So, today we are to start revising chapter number 6, liberty. In this chapter, we are to revise the meaning, dimensions, and kinds of liberty. Before starting this chapter, let's take quick recapitulation of chapter number 5. So, question number 1 is discuss any 4 sources of law. So, pause this video for 1 minute and quickly recall the sources of law in your mind. Question number 2, in this question, you are to explain any 4 types of law. So pause this video for 1 minute and quickly recall the types of law in your mind. Next question is discuss any 4 features of law. So pause this video for 20 to 25 seconds and quickly recall this topic in your mind. So dear students, I hope you have revised this chapter. So now we shall start revising chapter number 6, liberty. Okay, before starting this chapter, we shall revise the meaning of liberty. The word liberty stands derived from Latin word liber, which means free. So the word liberty, it has been derived from Latin word liber, which means free. So which is the root word of liberty? It is liber. So which is the mother language of liberty? It is Latin. So what is the meaning of word liber? It is free. So in this sense, liberty means freedom from restraints and freedom to act as one likes. So but in this sense, when we are going by the meaning of word liber, so in this sense we means that we have complete freedom, means no restraints or no restrictions are there, and we have freedom and we can do whatever we like. However, in a civil society, such as meaning of liberty is taken to be negative and harmful. So but when we are taking this sense that we have liberty to do anything, okay, so this meaning or this notion of liberty is harmful in the society that we are living in, because it is giving the license to a person to do whatever he wants to do whatever he wants to do. Liberty is taken to mean the absence of not all, but only those restraints which are held to be irrational. So liberty in civil sense or in modern sense, it means that we have the absence of only those restraints which are irrational. It means that we have liberty or we have freedom under rational and logical restraints. Means liberty accepts the presence of rational and logical restraints. So this is the meaning of liberty. So before now we shall go to the questions. So first question is, according to Lasky, liberty is the existence of those conditions of social life without which no one can in general be at his best self. So Lasky, he is giving the definition of liberty, where he is saying that liberty, it is the existence of those conditions when we are living in society, and in our society those conditions are there by which the person can seek at his best self. Means with those conditions the persons can develop himself fully. So in the light of the above statement, we are to explain any 2 types of liberty. Okay, so any two types of liberty in our book. We have been given three types of liberty: civil liberty, political liberty, and economic liberty. And we shall go through the types of liberty. We have written this answer on our classwork notebook also, and on page number 6.6, 6.7, and 6.8, the definitions or kinds of liberty are given. First is civil liberty. What is the meaning of civil liberty? The liberty which each individual enjoys as a member of the society. So we all are social beings and we are living in society. The liberty that we have got in civil society, it is the civil liberty. It is equally available to all the individuals. So this civil liberty, it is equally available to all the person. There is no condition that some person has been given more liberty and some person has been given less liberty. It is not the case. Liberty is equally available to all the individuals. All enjoy equal freedom and right in society. When the persons are living in society, they enjoy equal freedoms and rights. Means no one has been given more rights and no one has been given more freedom. No one has been given more privileges. Okay, all are equal in civil society. Next is political liberty. What is the meaning of political liberty? The opportunity to enjoy equal political rights by the people is defined as political liberty. Means we have been given some political rights. We shall discuss these political rights later on. When we have the opportunity to enjoy all the political rights, it is termed as political liberty. This type of liberty involves the exercise of political rights. So in this type of liberty, the person enjoys and exercises the political rights, which are the right to vote. Right to vote is the principal right of civil liberty. Means all the people or all the adult citizens have the right to vote. Not all the people in the state, they have the right to vote. We know that some persons like minors and lunatics, they have been not given the right to vote. Okay, all the citizens have the right to vote. Second is the right to contest election. Not only we have been given the right to vote, but we have been also given the right to contest election. It means, what is the meaning of right to contest election? It means to stand in elections and make your own political parties, and you can request the people to vote for yourselves. Third is right to hold public offices. Now you have been elected. Okay, so suppose you become member parliament. It is your public office. So if you have won the election, no one can stop you from holding the public offices. You have the right to hold public office also. Next is right to criticize and oppose the policies of the government. See, this right is also given to all the people. We are enlightened citizens, and if we know that any policy of the government is not good, or it is against our wishes, or it is against the interest of the people as a whole or a country at a large, so we have been given the right to criticize any policy of the government. Okay, so these are the political rights. So political liberty means the opportunity to enjoy equal political rights and which political rights have been given: the right to vote, right to contest election, a right to hold public offices, right to criticize and oppose the policies of the government. Next is economic liberty. Lasky defines economic liberty as a freedom from the wants of tomorrow and availability of adequate opportunities for earning the livelihood. So this is the another type of liberty whose definition has been given by Lasky. Lasky says that economic liberty is a freedom from the wants of tomorrow. Means we have no tension of our food for tomorrow. Today we are working hard and we know that sufficient amount of food is available at our home. Means wants of tomorrow. We have freedom from wants of tomorrow and adequate opportunities are available in our country, so that, or we have been given adequate opportunities so that we may earn our livelihood. Next is it stands for also what are the economic rights. First is freedom from poverty and unemployment. So poverty and unemployment, we can take freedom from these two problems. We have freedom from poverty or freedom from unemployment, and ability to enjoy at least three basic minimum need: food, clothing and shelter. Means you have studied in economics also that there are three basic needs of a person: food, clothing and shelter. So now you have been given, or you have the ability to enjoy these three basic minimum needs. Means if the person is having food, person is having shelter, or person is having clothes to wear, to put on, we can say that a person is having economic liberty. So these are the three dimensions, three kinds of liberty. Okay, first was civil liberty, second political, third is economic liberty. Now we shall go to the second question. Liberty as perceived by all is not same. Explain this statement by mentioning the dimensions of liberty. So what is the meaning of the question? Question says that liberty, we as we studied in our definition also, is some person is taking taking the meaning of liberty to mean that there is no restraint, and some persons are taking to mean taking liberty to mean that presence of restraints are there. So liberty as perceived by all is not same. So we are to explain this statement by mentioning the dimensions of liberty. So there are two basic dimensions of liberty. First is negative liberty and second is positive liberty. So the answer to this question is given on our book also. On book it is page number 6.2, where it is given negative and positive liberty. So negative liberty, and to negative and to no restraint. So negative liberty, it is taken to mean the absence of restraint and the freedom to act in any way. So in negative liberty, no restraints are there and a person has the freedom to act as he likes. So in negative liberty, no restraints are there. In positive liberty, it is taken to mean freedom under a rational and logical restraint which have stood the test of time. So P2 positive, P2 presence. Presence of what? Presence of restraint. It means that freedom under rational and logical restraints, means rational and logical restraints are present and you are under the presence of these restraints. Okay, but restraints can only be rational and logical which have stood the test of time. It is not, it doesn't mean that any government can put restraint on the people. No, only logical and time tested restraints can be imposed. So these are the two dimensions of liberty. Next our question is, explain any four features of law. So we are to explain any four features, explain any four features of liberty. The answer to this question is given on page number 6.4 of our book also. Okay, so it doesn't mean the absence of all restraint. So liberty doesn't mean that absence of restraints are there. It admits the presence of all restraints, rational restraints. So first is, it does not mean the absence of all restraint. Second is, liberty admits the presence of rational restraint. Third is, liberty is for all. So liberty has been given to all the people. Without without liberty, right don't have any meaning. So without liberty, there is no meaning of the rights. You have been in the constitution, you are saying that all the person, they have been given the right to freedom of speech and expression. But if they don't know, if they don't have the freedom to speak, then the rights which are given in the constitution, or the natural rights which are not given in the constitution, they have no meaning at all. So dear students, these are the three topic of this question, of this chapter, and it is a very short chapter. So now we shall go by short questions. First is, it is one word, the liberty which each individual enjoys as a member of the society. So you are to send me the answer of all these short questions when the privacy of the group is open. So it is a one word question, the liberty which each individual enjoys as a member of society. Second is, the liberty which gives opportunity to enjoy political rights. We are to write the name of that type of liberty which gives us opportunity to enjoy political rights. Next is, true false are there. Liberty does not need restraints. You are to answer whether it is true or false. It says that liberty does not need restraints. B, second true false is, liberty is equally available to all the individuals. Whether it is available or whether it is not available, we are to write true or false. Third is, liberty admits the presence of rational restraints. Does liberty admit the presence of rational restraints or not? You are to tell the answer of these, true false. Next is, MCQ are there. First MCQ is assertion reason. Liberty admits the presence of restraints. It is assertion. Reason is, negative liberty becomes a license to do anything. So our options are same. Option A, assertion. Both assertion and reason are correct, and assertion is the correct explanation of assertion, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Second is, both assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. C option is, assertion is true but reason is false. Fourth option is, assertion is false but reason is true. So this is assertion reason, where assertion states that liberty admits the presence of restraint. Reason, negative liberty becomes a license to do anything. So you have to send me the answer when the privacy of the group is opened. Second MCQ, the last MCQ, the word liberty stands derived from dash word which means free. So in this word we are to write the mother language of the word liberty, from which the word liberty has been derived. Option A, Teutonic, B, Latin, C, French, D, English. So these are the four options from which we are to write the answer of this MCQ. So dear students, today we have revised chapter number 6. In this chapter we have revised types of liberty, in which we revised civil liberty, political liberty, and economic liberty. Then we revised dimensions of liberty. Dimensions of liberty, there are two dimensions of liberty: negative liberty and positive liberty. Negative liberty means no restraints, positive liberty means presence of restraint. Then we revised four features of liberty. Okay, so your homework for today is that you are to learn all these questions and you are to send me the answers of one word, true, false, and MCQs when the privacy of the group is open. So I hope you have all revised this chapter. Thank you so much.